Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. It's Thursday, the 20th of May, and we're sat at Queen's Park. I couldn't help but channel a little bit of Jeff Marshall there, as it's feeling like we could possibly do on all the stations. Maybe. Eventually we could. Definitely around the Cathcart circle. Anyway. Some good news, or some interesting news that's come out from Dovetail with regards to Train Sim World 2. On the roadmap is the Cathcart Circle line, this very line, so a nice crossover there. We'll definitely go and drive a train around here in Train Sim World 2, so that's something to look forward to. Now, as for Queen's Park, I've been a little busy. It's not looking too bad, is it? I'm glad so many of you enjoyed the time-lapse. If you've not seen it, it should be up on the channel. At this rate, I'm going to have to make a little playlist of some sort for the time-lapses, otherwise they'll just get buried. And I'll put that down in the Transport Fever 2 sort of playlist collection on the main page for the channel. What are we doing today? Well, we'll take a look at everything I've done. I've been busy. I've added a couple of new stations on this line, and I've started to try and work out how the road layouts are going to be and which areas we're going to concentrate on and which areas are going to bite the dust. We have to do that because we don't have a lot of room. Well, in fact, we've got half the room, as we're at half the scale. So yes, I've been super busy. Shall we zoom out? There we go, UI is up. And here's Queen's Park and surround, or a little bit. At the very least, it's pretty much how I'm going to be doing most areas, as we saw over... Where are you? Over there, where we can see the other buildings, is Brigton. Where I like to detail is right next to the line. Where we can't see anything from the train, I'll let that be filled with AI so that we get some cars on the streets as well, because that'll act not only as some extra scenery that we don't have to deal with, it'll also, hopefully, earn us some money. I do want to still make this map profitable. It will be interesting whether it will work, but with some tuning and some careful placement of certain buildings like these. All of these do not generate cars. They have to use our public transport. So as we increase the bus lines and the train lines, and we increase the amount of non-car owning AI, we'll make a bit of money. So there you go. What do you think? Do you like it? I love it. It's really starting to come together. I even put a little ScotRail sign there for our fake station entrance, and that is underneath the bridge. There we go. Behind the scenes. If you're not into time lapses, I will always go and visit the area afterwards, so you don't have to watch them if you don't want to. They're there for anyone that enjoys them, and it's great to see that plenty of you are enjoying it. Road infrastructure starting to take shape. We're going to do something with this today. Something a little different, and this area here, can anybody guess what it is before we go and take a look on the map? Now, we have a new station here as well. I don't think you can see what's on it, but that gives away what that might be over there, which we are going to put in, which is going to help us with performance. I'm looking forward to that. Look at the people using our trains here. I mean, they've got no choice. They don't have cars. They will never have cars. We're gaming the game a little bit. I mean, we're playing it completely differently and not as designed. But it's starting to come together, isn't it? Finally, I'm hoping you can start to see what the big plan is. Currently, it's just moving along at a steady pace. And well, here's another new station that was put in, Cross Hill. Not much done over here just yet. And we're going to go back to the Cathcart Circle line just to sort this out. I've got the rough outline of where I would like the circle line to cross over this line here, which I can't remember, the one with Cross Maloof on, meaning we'll have a station just after here, which I can't remember the name of. Still got some bears wandering as we build up Glasgow. So what's first on the list? I would like to today, if possible, start to get some AI in. I feel like here's going to be okay. We're in a cutting, so we're not going to see much other than what's on the edge here. So what we can do is place houses that look about right along this edge for any train rides that we're doing. And likewise this side, it'll be all on the side of the road and over here. And then fill the rest with whatever area it would be. And I believe this is Strathbungo, just here. This would be Pollock Shields, and I'm not even going to pretend I know what the other one is. Dumbreck? Possibly. So anyway, map time. Did you guess? We are doing a little bit of Maxwell Park. I had a look on the workshop, but I could not find any pedestrian pavements. Or just pavements would do. Pedestrian roads? No, pavements. I couldn't find any. They don't work very well in Transport Fever anyways. What we can do possibly is just draw them in. They won't look fantastic, but I'm sure we can give it a go. And we can cordon off this area with our lovely fence mod. And this will help with performance. Any of these big parks that we've got will help us avoid it becoming too overcrowded when we put the AI versions of towns and suburbs in. And there's Dumbreck. I believe there's a, Dumbreck station just there. And we've got another depot to put in. So that's good news. We'll put that in as well. Obviously, anything major on the railway will be included on the map. We're possibly going to try this. Again, it's going to help with performance as it's less space for housing and AI. At the same time, it'll be spot on, wouldn't it? We pretty much have that very asset there, so that's fantastic. We do not have any cricket grounds. Oh, that's a fun name. Another one, Queen's Park, the actual park itself. We can put that in, and again, oh, we got Hampton Park down there. That might be worth putting in. Is that Queen's Park's ground? As well as the Scottish National Ground. Or is it still the Scottish National Ground? It's been a long time since I've been in the UK. Possibly. If I click on it, will it tell me? No, I can't click on it. But anyway, yeah, we could probably put that in. It needs to be on the horizon, doesn't it? Same with, I guess, all the big stadiums around here. And we've got Mount Florida there. Would we see that? I don't know. You're getting distracted, Grand. What are we doing then? Should we make a start on Maxwell Park? I guess the first thing we should do is cordon the area off. This will, or should, prevent the AI from building after we've finished our fantastic work here. Now, the bushes are pretty much these. That's fortunate. Obviously, we're going to struggle with the pavements. Let's get this set up. I mean, it would be nice to have it in because it's pretty much how it goes around here. Do I want to go in the corner? Probably. Might as well. Let's go back to line. And we can fill this little bit in and go over here. The current town that we've got on the map that is an AI town is, of course, Cambuslang. Now, even though we've got destinations that are shopping or commerce, they will not travel via car to them. They'll only go via public transport. That wasn't far enough, was it? It's fine. We'll have a little bit of a kink in it because I don't want to undo it all. I do love this mod. The fences mod is absolutely fantastic. The fact that it blocks AI building and road building is an added bonus because it just looks lovely anyway. We won't be able to make a curve there. We'll have to come off straight. Again, all of these mods are listed in the description below in a mod collection on Steam. Can we get that? No. I might make this just a square edge, possibly. Well, maybe we can do it with a couple. Some of this might be deleted anyway. Let's finish that. And there we go. There's the boundary for Maxwell Park. Should we draw the outline then of how it might be? We do have a mod where we can add as the little lake thing that's in this corner here. So that would be kind of cool. We do need to put some trees in and stuff. If we get our terraforming tools and we get us a nice sharp edge on this, we can dig us a little bit of a hole for the lake thing. The lake thing, it's probably just a lake, a straight up lake, not a thing. We'll need to drop that down and we can get this and hopefully give us a little bit of a shape here. Yeah, that's going to work, isn't it? Well, I think what we need to do, ideally, is colour in where we're going to have this lake. Where's a nice blue? Tropical Still Stale. Yeah, that might do it. If we get that, shrink that down, we might as well stay with square. Where are we going to have this? Something like this. It does reflect, which is a little unfortunate, but I don't know how it's going to look. Yeah, that's a little too reflecty, isn't it? Perhaps we can go with something that won't reflect. Well, there's the river bed, of course. We could always go with that, couldn't we? Yeah, that's about the shape of it. There's a little island in the middle. Obviously, we're trying to squeeze it in. It's sort of working, though. I'm happy with it so far. The outline, anyway. There we go. Then we can match that painting that we've done with the terraforming. There we go. Put you all down over there. I did go ahead and flatten all of this area. I know it doesn't look much at the moment. I'm hoping once it's done, it was a worthy experiment. Because this will be the first time we've done a non-rail area. Right, assets. If we go into here... Oh, do I not have them installed? That's disappointing, Grand. Oh dear, you absolute Burke. I thought I had these installed. Apparently not. Well, I could save it here anyway. I don't want to redraw that fence, do we? Right, let's try that again and pretend nothing happened. And we'll click on here. There we go. We've got our water. Lovely. And this is where our little lake is going to be. We may even be able to add us a little island there. Possibly. It's not quite straight, is it? Let's give it a better straight edge. I'm going to have to set up all the terrain tools again, but that's okay. We don't mind. It's a little big. Let's drop that down. Get you... Oh, you're not quite doing it there, are you? Perhaps we need to go just a little bit lower so it's easier to manage. There we go. Go like that. And then we can have a little bit of a harder edge. It might make it a little more difficult for our building work when it comes to the little island thing here. So we might not be able to have it. Maybe. I don't know. Let's try. We want this, wouldn't we? Yeah, because it likes to terraform rather than just do it straight. If it looks the part, we'll keep it in. If it does... Oh, what have you done? If it doesn't, we'll take it out. We'll see if that's enough. Yes, there we go. We are going to raise this up. We're going to have to extend the size a little bit. Oh, that's not how that was supposed to go. There we go. We don't want too much of a wave, do we? No, because it is a lake. Have I extended that too far? Possibly. By quite a margin. In fact, if we raise that up over the top, we'll get a better idea. Yeah, let's drop that back down. That should cover all of that. And let's drop... Oh, that's not right. Let's get this down to 150 as well. That's... Yeah, it's a little big. 125. That's perfect. Look at that. And in fact, we can get it a little closer to the angle that it's at. Blue. It looks very dark on the map. No, not green. Not really brown. Sort of brown. That might do it. Yeah, that's kind of it, in fact. Let's drop that down a touch. There we go. It's starting to work. I like it. We can always tidy it up later. Yeah, you know, it's not fantastic, but it's not terrible either. Now we can adjust this and hopefully get it looking the business. Let's raise this section up just a little bit. And just so we can give it more of a straight edge, like that. I mean, it doesn't ever do a good job, really, of terraforming. Perhaps it's only because it's in my hands. Yes, we can take out the texture as well, so that's not interfering. Yes, there we go. Bring this down a little bit like that. Probably a little better, isn't it? There's the sun. Lovely. Yeah, let's get the paint tools then, and just need us some normal grass there. But we can use a square, can't we? I'll give it a bit of a grassy edge. There we go, that's better. Giving it a little bit of grass in the texture or in the water. That doesn't matter, does it? Yeah, do we like that? It's a little off, isn't it? I think it goes up that way more. I might do it. It's pointless doing half a job. Yeah, well, I mean, it sort of works for me. It's close to how it is. In fact, I would say it needs to be a little bit shorter. There we go. Let's get the grass back over there. Yeah, that'll do. And yeah, it does go along with the edge here. Perhaps I don't quite have this at the right angle. Let's try lowering this down at that angle. It's not doing a very good job of the edge, is it really? And we'll put that like that. Is that a little better? I don't know what I'm doing with it now. Now this seems far too long. So let's bring that back. There we go. Yeah, I think I'll stick with this angle, even though it's not correct, just so we don't struggle with trying to create the correct lines, because it is very, very straight. I mean, you're not going to really tell. Or is that too much? Probably. You're not really going to tell anyway. It's just a bit of fun. This paint tools. I would like a kind of grass brown. Yeah, that kind of works up here. I can get away with that. There we go. We need to redo the bed. We need that smaller. Get you like that. It was a little bit too grassy around there. There we go. That's better. Get rid of some of that. Oh yes, and we need grass back here as well. Has anybody been keeping an eye on the update coming this summer for Transport Fever 2? A lot of cool things coming which are just going to make life a little bit easier to navigate menus, which has been a long time coming. Now let's put a little bit of brown there. If we drop that, could we just put a little bit of grass on there? In fact, don't we have like, what are they called? Cattails. Are they the things that go on here? Oh, but you're going to need to probably bump it up a bit, otherwise it's not going to work. Yeah, there we go. They're a bit big. In fact, they're a lot big. That's fine. That'll do, wouldn't it? It works. We'll do a little bit more scenery work around here. Okay, I'm happy with it. We've got the little lake in. And if we do draw us a little pavement, we could just get what? Gravel? Asphalt, maybe? Yeah, maybe asphalt. Could we draw the line that goes all the way down the middle? Like this. There we go. Yes. And then we've got a rough idea where we need to draw that. And then it kind of goes around the edge, around the outside. It wiggles around. We might even be able to put the building in later. And that sort of follows it around like that. Then this is actually surrounded by sort of pavement anyway. I don't know why I'm doing so much detail on this park, guys. We're never going to see it, except for today. Well, we might. Perhaps there's a bus that goes past here. Should we put the pavement around the edge? It doesn't have to be perfect, does it? That sort of works for me. And then this can head off that way. Has anybody walked round this park? It looks lovely. We need another entrance there. We'll probably get rid of the bushes at some point. And it kind of does a little connection in the middle, like a star shape, because there is another path somewhere like that, and then that would come in like that. There we go. I'm getting it, and then that would head out that way. There's another path branching off from that. I think this goes like that. I would call that good, Gran. Don't overdo it. There's a circly thing here. I'm not feeling that adventurous. Anyway, Should we get some bushes along here? Some trees? There are some trees. That's a good point. It's kind of a circle thing in the middle with some trees in it. I guess we can go with oaks and make a sort of circle round here if we can get away with it. As long as we do stuff like this and take the main features of the park. We'll get some smaller bushes in here to make it a little bit darker. It is ruining our path, but we can redraw our path afterwards. There we go. And if we go back to our paint tools here, do I have the right one selected? I don't know. It's not showing me. Yes, I do. If you hold shift, you can go over the forest floor there and redo your path. Lovely. Yeah, I like that. And then we've kind of got bushes and trees down the side here. Again, it's going to get rid of our path, but if we do too many together at once, and then we can put some more trees down the side there. Probably the smaller, maybe these ones. Well, they're really small. Or these are really big. Or if it's different sizes. Well, that might work actually. Little, I don't know what these are. Plum trees? Maybe. Do plums grow on trees? I know money doesn't. Yeah, that's kind of pretty. That sort of works for me. I mean, it's a little bit green. The picture on Google isn't quite as green. We'll just put these down here. Some of them are ginormous. Some of them are much smaller. I mean, that sort of works though, right? That's how it goes. I should have maybe done the small ones first. It's fine. It looks like we've got a bit of space for some of them at the very least. There we go. Just to mix it up a little bit. If we do put an attraction in here, we may be able to follow someone walking around to go to it. Although no, because we'd need a pavement somehow. That's sort of working though. Then if we do it around the edge, there's like trees around the edge here. I think we're good. Can we kind of paint them in? It would be lovely. Oh yes, disable collision and ignore that. Are they destroying our fence? No, good. Yeah, there's pretty much bits everywhere. Oh yes, we've lost our pavement there because I painted over it. That's fine. Right, yes, don't get rid of your pavement. That's okay. Like that. And then we can fill that in with a few more. We'll put just a few bushes down here. A few trees as well, if we can fit them in. There we go. You can just about see the pavement. How's it look? Oh, actually, yes, we will see it, won't we? From the road, or the roadside, the track side there. So this is definitely worth putting in. Yeah, absolutely. We're going to put more trees in here. Yeah, big open space here. A few bushes dotted around. Let's redo our pavement now that we've finalised how our trees are going to look. We had an exit here, didn't we? And it sort of curved around over here. Oh, we're missing some bushes there though. Let's get those in. Wow, this took a little longer than I was expecting. There we go. No, I like a little pavement. It's working. There we go. Lovely. Path round there. And up here. Redraw the connecting path there, and the exit. And yes, beautiful. There we go. That's going to look the part, isn't it? We could, like I said, put the main building in there as well. Around here, there would be a few bushes. I guess we could use something like those and just place them manually. They'd be all around here. Be nice if there was an option to not paint them at all, the grass. I wonder if you can do that with the paint steep side. I don't think so. But anyway, there we go. Just a few bushes in there. Should we mix up the grass here? There's probably some sort of possibly brown grass. We'll see how it looks. Yeah, there we go. That's better. We want a bit of texture to it, don't we? There we go. It's summer. We are not finished though. We've got some more trees, but we'll hand place these again. We're going to have to redo our path. We're going to make it a little more filled, a little more bushy, treey. Yes. Get those in there, just fill in. We can also put, I guess some weeds and stuff would work around the trees there. redo the pavement. Oh, we've lost it. Which one was it? Asphalt. I think it was this one? Possibly. Square, maximum. Shrink that down. Let's see. That's the one. Beautiful. We got it. Yeah, that's starting to look the business now, isn't it? A little bit thicker on the pavement. And we need this bit going here. There we go. Does that work? Is that sort of what we're trying to aim for? Let's see. Yeah, do you know what? It could be a bit greener. But yeah, it's not quite in the same place. It's like a mini version, isn't it? There we go. It's like half the scale. Not too bad. Our mini version of Maxwell Park there. We do have some weeds in now. I've gone and tidied it all up. Or messed it all up, I should say. Overgrown. It looks the business now. Will we ever see it? Probably, if we have a bus run past here. And perhaps we can get some building sorted for there. So what can we do for the rest of the episode? I say we add us Strathbungo as a residential only AI suburb. A little bit like we've got over at Cambuslang, except for the fact it's going to be only residential. I would like the ones, even though we're not really going to see it once the trees are in. If we do get to see it, I would like some actual British houses peeking through the tree line for when we do our cab rides later on. So we'll start with that before we add as Strathbungo in there. So, assets, houses. Let's get these in here, shall we? I like these ones. They should fit in these gaps. I measured it out before the episode. We want them on 3. We do want some fencing and some garden. What else do we want? Population. I'm going to pick a uniform colour for the actual brickwork. That should do. And also for the roof. What variants do we have? Oh, I like 2 already. What is 3? Oh, 3's nice. In fact, I'm going to go with 3. What is 4? Yes, 3. 3 is my favourite. There we go. That's pleasant, isn't it? Will it fit in? I think I lined these up correctly. There we go. Get it all nice and straight. A little bit away from the pavement. This one, we can either do something like this and fill in at either end, or we could stagger them. Perhaps we can get something going with some sort of corner thing. Possibly. It sort of works like that, doesn't it? If we go central, what happens if we go with 4? We could always give these ones a little more garden at the front. Oh, do you know, I like that. How's that going to look? Oh, there we go. I love that. Yeah, that's going to look the business, isn't it? We need to lay out a little bit of a flat section so that we can lay down our bush outline around here. Then what we can do is take this bush line all the way up to that next bridge, and we should have flat section to work with there. Or as flat as you can see here, it's not quite working because the houses are blocking it. It shouldn't look too bad though once we're done. Let's get our fence tool again. Similar to what we did over there with this at Maxwell Park, we're going to do the other bush style. It's fairly accurate to how it looks. Oh yes, we do not want height steps, but the rest of it should be fine. Let's get this in along here. What that should do is when we build, let's get that curving round. When we build our brand new AI town, our second AI town, which is going to act as a suburb, we should be able to block them from building here. Well, that's the plan anyway. We'll see whether that actually unfolds. I don't know what's going on here. I think there's a big building just there. So if we take that up to the bridge for now, we can always change it at a later date. Oh, there we go. Do we still see the houses? Not really. Perhaps from this angle, we'll see them. Oh, there we go. No, yes, we will. We'll get a glimpse of them, won't we? Shall we put some bushes in then? Assets. Let's get a bunch of these in to start with. We'll go with that. That should be fine, shouldn't it? Yeah. We'll get these in. We'll have to delete some. I don't mind them poking through the bush fence we've got. I think there's a better name for it than that, isn't there? There's an actual name. Shrubbery. No, that's not it either. Hedge. Grand. That's what you were looking for. I can't believe I couldn't think of hedge. Dear oh dear. Right, there we go. Get you all along there. We'll probably put the odd tree here and there as well. And obviously we'll get some weeds in. That sort of works, doesn't it? Just get these ones off the track. Right, let's manually place some oak trees along there. Right, let's get our weeds and stuff and tall grass. And we'll place this along the side here. A little bit bigger than that. There we go. Lovely. And then we'll take a look at the side of the track. Once we've got all this in. You know, I could spend an eternity doing this. Get those. More tall weeds. We'll do that the other way. Absolutely beautiful. It really adds to it, I think, these weeds. There we go. Beautiful. We're going to have to get rid of some of the weeds off the track. But other than that, yeah, that looks the business. Guys, that's pleasant, isn't it? We'll have to save it there. Before we add Strathbungo, the suburb, which is just going to be... oh, you can see it from over there. Look at that. Tree in the way, but yeah. If you're looking out your top window there, you'll be able to see Maxwell Park. Well, until we build all the other things around there. And then it'll just be a pleasant cityscape, won't it? How's our bush look? Yeah, we don't mind it dipping down. Even the weeds are poking through. Oh, I accidentally did something awesome. I sort of don't mind them on the path, but we could tidy them up a little bit. Shall we save it and then get us Strathbungo in? Right, guys, the time has come. Should we lock these roads as well? It might be a good idea. It's not going to make a difference, I don't think. They're going to steal the roads from us once we place the AI suburb/town in. I mean, technically it's a town or a city in Transport Fever terms. In our terms, it's a suburb, straight up suburb. And we're going to use the mod that I've got installed, which I can't remember the name of. It is in the collection though. The downside of locking all these roads is I believe you pay maintenance on them. But that's the challenges we face. We can cheat other ways to make money. But we're not really playing the game as it was designed to be played without mods. We're playing... well, we're not really playing it. We're using it as a giant sandbox, aren't we? I'm hoping to see more sandboxy type things for us in the update, ideally. Would like to be able to just control the game completely. So no terraforming attempts or anything like that. Yeah, there we go. I think that's everything there. Shall we try and put this in? It is hidden under... I believe I've showed you this before, but it's hidden under streets and street construction. And there it is at the end. Advanced Town Builder. Now we're going to have no commercial, no industrial, and only a smidging, maybe 40, 30. We'll just make it small. A smidging of residential. Now, will it work? Yes, well, sort of. It built a few things. Maybe I could have had it further across. We can delete these though. We don't need these there. I might block them from building there. I don't mind them on this side at the moment. Swaddling coat. I don't even know where that is. Oh, goodness me, that's huge. Right, we need to call you Strathbungo. There we go. I mean, they do these houses. Have they avoided building? It looks like they've avoided building on here. That's pleasant, isn't it? Yeah, it kind of creeps right up there, though. Maybe we'll delete you. I don't like the way you've built there. We might even separate it with fencing. I mean, it's not much room for it, but it's in there. Shall we hit play and see if it works? There goes our little train. What I'd like to do as well is put... possibly the Newton service that comes back the other way from Maxwell Park. We will need, though, won't we? We'll let the AI build a few things. We will need a little temporary crossover here. And before we build that line, we'll just go like that. And we'll put us some signals along here. Just normal ones. We do want to make this one way, though. Because we don't have a train that actually stops here yet. I guess we can have another short signal. Maybe. Yeah, sure. Why not? We'll get you at the bridge there. And we'll need another one guarding this junction, won't we? And we might as well have the one that leans out a little bit. It'll be easier to see from the station when you're pulling away. What else could we do? Yes, AWS, why not? They should be under kilocans, I think. Yes, perfect. We'll get you there. And, oh, we won't be able to put one in the station that snaps. We will be able to put it in manually, though. And we can spin this around and drop it down a little bit. That should be about right. Maybe hold shift and we can get it lined up perfectly. Does that work? There we go. AWS at the station. We'll probably just use a signal up there, to be fair. Just to show you, you can place those. I don't know what's going on there. Bit of terraforming. I probably did that. I feel like we should have a signal after this, even though there's going to be one here as well. It's a little bit close, isn't it? Perhaps this one can guard the junction. Yes, we'll go with that one. We'll just have a normal one there. We don't want that one way, though. That will cause all sorts of issues. But we can have that two-way. We do have a signal back here as well that's two-way. Which is technically doing a similar job, but this way we can edge up. I mean, I guess we could have one here. It sort of works, and that could be one way. It could block. Yeah, I would like to block trains from using this. So it will have a secondary purpose of ensuring no bizarre movements coming down this way. Yeah, there we go. And that it's a bit close to the junction, but we don't have much room, and it's a bit close to this one. We'll probably work that one with something in the middle once we finalize it. So I guess what we should do is the Newton service that comes this way, and Pollokshields West is the final stop, rather than Queen's Park being the final stop, I think. Or is that just the way this goes round? I know there's one that's dedicated and goes round. I think it's at rush hour. Oh, I love our little park. I keep looking at it and it reminds me of the map. I'm proud of that, even if it did take us most of the episode. So, new line, guys. We've got another one going in. Let's add that. You're going to be going from... I'm going to use the one that starts at P5 or ends at P5, which would be P6 for us. And then you're going to go to Pollokshields West first, which is not the Newton service because it ends at Pollokshields. Yeah, I don't know which one starts at Pollokshields West. I'll have to look that up. I think it's the one that just does the line. Can we not go to P6? Oh, yes, we can. Oh, we're sharing it with this one, which would make sense, wouldn't it? That's technically the same service. Ooh, maybe we'll use P7 then. Just to spice it up a little bit. They are going to be sharing the line. We can add us, after Pollokshields West, one of these signals to do something similar to what this service is doing. There we go. And, oh, could you please stay on 7? Thank you very much. There we go. That's nice. Yeah, these two are going to share the line. This is where we might see our first issue. Although, as long as we keep these separate, I mean, it's not accurate. As long as we have a dedicated in and out, we might be able to do the the station dance there. The station approach dance. I think everything else, though, is going to be fine. We could keep it this orange, couldn't we? The sort of peachy colour. Or we could have it darker. Yeah, let's have it darker. We'll just call this the same one for now. Glasgow Central to Newton. We'll call it 2 for now. It's going to be a different service. I can see them building down here. They do seem to be avoiding our housing that we placed in manually. Have they built any extra roads? No, because we locked them. Because Grantee was thinking, which doesn't happen very often. Right, I guess we should get us a new train on from our depot up here. And then we've got another little bit of a cab ride to do. Probably take it from Glasgow Central into Maxwell Park. Right, buy new vehicle. Let's use, not electric locos. We've got a 322 as well, which is First ScotRail V1 livery. 4-car in white. I don't know when those were brought out. We want to use these. That has a Midlands train in there as well. Oh, hang on. Not London Midlands train. And that's interesting. It looks like one. I love this. Not London Midlands. No. We have all of these. We've got some extra liveries. I believe it's 2 terabytes has done the extra ones. But we're gonna go for the Saltire here. Because I like it. And we'll buy you and stick you on 2. There we go. You should make your way over to the station. I'll fast forward it and then get us on board for a cab ride. You can see Strathbungo over there. Alright, that's been an episode where I was mostly planting some trees and building us a lovely Maxwell Park. And I thoroughly enjoyed the process, but the outcome was better than I was expecting. I like it. I like the way it looks compared to the real thing. There goes our counterpart there, which is waiting for us. There we go. Yeah, like I said, we should be able to do the signal dance here without our trains facing off against each other. And if it did happen, providing we catch it in time, we can flip a train round and send it back to Glasgow Central. But there we go. It's busy as well. We might want to drop it down a little bit. We're a bit high, aren't we? There we go. That's better. So here we are, heading to Maxwell Park, which you can see in the distance. I just realised how long we'll be able to see that in the distance. I don't know. Plenty of more parks to do. I'll do some off camera, and we'll do some together. We've got a giant Dumbrek one as well, I believe. A massive park there. So yes, enjoy the little bit of a cab ride up to Maxwell Park. And until next time, take care.